Welcome to a new year, and welcome to another edition of Inside the Hudson City School District. Tonight we'll go to health classes at the Hudson Middle School and learn how members of the Hudson High School chapter of Students Against Driving Drunk are helping to spread the word that drinking and driving don't mix. Also tonight we'll visit the Greenport School and find out how the school and community are working together to help raise money for a new imaginative playground for students. It's all tonight on Inside the Hudson City School District. First, it's to the Hudson Middle School as we meet driver safety instructor Jack Hannafin and Students Against Driving Drunk as they speak with 8th grade health students.
Okay, so you're all 8th graders, right? Yeah, how many of you have your own car? None. One, all right. How many have a driver's license? Nobody, how come? Oh, you're not old enough, right? The reason these guys come down from the high school is to talk about the fact that last year there were a lot of people killed on the highways in the United States. Want to take a guess on how many were killed? Anybody know? What do you think? How many? What's the most people you've ever seen in one place? You ever been to Yankee Stadium? Shea Stadium? How many people were there? 45,000 maybe? Okay, that's about how many people are going to die on the highways this year. And more than half of those people are going to die as a direct result of alcohol. But not all those people were driving. You know, some are walking. You do a lot of walking. I'm sure a lot of you ride your bicycles. And a lot of them were passengers with people that were drinking. The Students Against Driving Drunk members from Hudson High, mostly seniors and 1 or 2 juniors, came down here today to talk to you about SADD, what it stands for, and then later on your teacher and I, Mr. Abathy, are going to leave the room and let you talk to those guys, but maybe you can talk to them. You might want to say things to them you wouldn't say to your teachers.
And our guest on the program is driver safety instructor from Hudson High School, Jack Hannafin, as well as health coordinator Steve Abathy. Not too long ago, students from the Students Against Driving Drunk went to classes at the middle school and then talked to students in health classes. What did they say? What was their message?
Well, they're doing 2 things. One, they're going into the classes with Mr. Abathy, myself, and Mrs. Libra, and we're talking about Students Against Driving Drunk, presenting the contract for life, explaining to them how the contract for life works. But maybe more importantly, I and the health teachers are leaving the room and leaving the 8th graders along with the high school seniors and talking to them one-on-one, and we're hoping that they'll talk to those kids in a way they wouldn't talk to a teacher.
Part of our health curriculum, of course, is discussion on drugs, and have the kids have an understanding of the various drugs, and alcohol being the biggie in terms of the drug scene. I think this peer approach is most valuable in terms of educating our 8th graders on the not so great side of alcohol.
Now, inside the room just behind us now, we have Hudson High School juniors and seniors, members of SADD, speaking one-on-one with 8th graders. There are no teachers or adults in that room. What do you think they're talking about?
I think they're probably being very honest, and I think especially the 8th graders are really listening very carefully, which sometimes they don't do when we adults present some of these facts.
Jack, this is really like the 4th or 5th year you've been heavily involved in Students Against Driving Drunk. This is somewhat of a new approach for you.
Right, it's the first time we tried this, and yeah, I'm really impressed. Also impressed with the group of kids we have this year. The kids in that room, we have everybody there from the co-captain of the football team to class valedictorian, class president, and all the kids are that way. Every kid in that room, at least from the high school, is special in some way. They all do something extraordinarily.
Friends don't
let friends
drive drunk. We're members of the Hudson High School chapter of SADD, Students Against Driving Drunk. Drinking and driving kills. Last year, alcohol-related crashes killed more than 8,000 young people.
SADD members at Hudson High encourage students to talk to their parents about drinking and driving.
The contract for life ensures you a safe ride home if you've been drinking. Talk to your folks about the contract for life.
Friends don't let friends
drive drunk. If you needed help, you could have come to me.
I could have driven.
He was a good friend.
I loved him. You could have called your parents. They wouldn't have yelled at you. He didn't even have that much to drink.
Why didn't I take the keys?
He was so young.
He thought he could handle it. He thought he was in control.
Real friends don't let friends drive drunk. Take control, just say no.
If you need information about the Hudson High School chapter of Students Against Driving Drunk, call the high school at 828-4132. Now, let's go on location to the Greenport Playground and meet a teacher, a parent, and a principal, and find out more about the big plans for the proposed Greenport Playground. Meet Joanne Mocker, Sue Mortifolio, and George Esposito.
The playground we have now is antiquated. Some of the pieces are in need of repair, and they don't lend themselves to imaginative kind of play. We have mostly swings and slides, and a jungle gym that's pretty rickety. The kids have a hard time. More than one kid gets on it. It kind of rumbles. And the kindergarten playground, we have 100 kindergartners now, and we only have 3 swings and a slide and one other piece of apparatus. With 100 children, it really is a problem.
Okay, well, right now there are several fundraisers. We've had a Spirit and Pride Week where we've sold sweatshirts and everything else with the school emblem on. We're doing a raffle right now that's going very well. What else? We have the Price Chopper Day, sock hop. We will be selling current stationery. There's several things. We have at least 2 things planned for each month.
It comes prefabbed. So what happens is that they can construct both of them in one day. Very excited, very excited. The kids definitely know that we are planning this, and they definitely sense the need for something new. Like Joan said, our slides, our swings, a lot of this is very, very old, and something needs to be done.
So we decided that we were going to look into something that would be interesting, that the kids could play on and use their imagination. They love to pretend that they're driving things and that they have animals, and the playground company that we have decided on has a kind of things that we really like. They have to use their imagination.
Find out how you can help raise money for the new Greenport Playground by calling the school weekdays at 828-4305. Thanks for joining us on Inside the Hudson City School District. Inside the Hudson City School District is produced weekly by Lance Wheeler. The program coordinator is Wayne Francis. If you have an idea for a future show or would like to share a comment with us, just drop us a note at 360 State Street, Hudson, New York 12534. Join us next week for more Inside the Hudson City School District. This is Jay Thomas wishing you a good evening from the Board of Education members, administrators, teachers, staff, and all the students inside the Hudson City School District.